Hey, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching Arcade Spirits. You remember that lady who was getting all mouthy with the kid who, at the racing games? Way back during, I think the first day of the Funplex? Well, she's an arcade critic, and she decided to drop by. I don't like this. You. I remember you. Oh no. Oh no. My dear wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You and your lanky friend implied my Josh was too stupid to know how coin slots work. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes and build a new arcade on those ashes 100 years from now after this blows over. Before I could try to defend myself, she holds up a hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade, I would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and walk away immediately. I am unfortunately committed by ethical standards to stay and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. So, as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of in my view. Understood? Even if I wanted to go on a tirade and chew her out, I've got to think about it at the arcade. This isn't some rando angry parent, not this time. Feels like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. I was having trouble with that sentence. Understood. Excellent. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention poignantly. My readers, like eyes, will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure, fine. As you were then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to the defense of what we've built here without antagonizing her further. I may need to talk with Gavin about how to save Neon Dawn from an inevitable negative review. Nothing else I can do but pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on goes out perfectly. Once again, I wandered the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside, I'm left all alone battling my thoughts. Now more than ever, I need to present the perfect arcade. If we're a bug under a magnifying glass thanks to this new wrinkle, well, I aim to be an absolutely majestic bug. A bug of bugs. A bug which knows no equal. I started playing this game. It fries my voice. We'll send this Miss Defame packing with nothing but positive things to say. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say the afternoon will be a disaster? And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I'd spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approaching me with a tinge of worry furrowing his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
Should it be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast? And yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, yet there are only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Matt, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe, they just kept piling up.
What?
All of the toilets stopped working. All of them. We need to call a plumber fast, not the one that jumps on turtles. There goes any hope for a perfect opening. What are we gonna do? This doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day, iron out the wrinkles, and try again tomorrow? We are hastily losing our grip on things. If I don't say anything, we might as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. Command the troops. We gotta do this. No. No way, we're not giving in just a few bugs in the system. We are the Funplex Expatriates, a proud crew of Neon Dawn. Did we give up when Deco came knocking? Hell no, and we aren't giving up now. I want to hear some solutions. Talk to me. Ashley? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe and think. I'll become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince a few of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go do battle with our demonically possessed toilets. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is a human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human error is not responsible. This human, rather. Ugh. I'll make some calls with our distributors and see where the chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine's a bit more complex. Need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put out a feeler to the indie arcade community online, see if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to pop into online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in a crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people, good solutions. I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming our restrooms. Matt, are you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up. You three focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever Neon Dawn throws at me. Got it? Gotcha! But I'm changing out of this first. Don't want to get poo water all over the new mascot. Toodles! I'm on it. You can count on me. I'm happy to see Ashley at least seems to be in better spirits. Even if she doesn't realize it, I'm glad to have her passion and lightheartedness inspire those around her. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. Can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start my floor trek. There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first? Someone beating up a machine, a video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? That seems like a non-issue. As I hear the clang and bang of someone assaulting a cabinet, I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me, and he does. Thank goodness. I try to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. There's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking the joysticks like they're speed bags. I swear he was going to knock over Joust. That's how hard he was shoving that cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy. Thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He places a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. This happens more often than you'd think, someone getting so mad at a game that they just start smacking the cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go into tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. I am the arcade law. I am the law! You stupid fucking piece of shit game. I totally jumped over that fucking barrel. Fucking stupid monkey. Fucking... This stupid monkey fucking his fucking barrels. Even if I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I am in awe of the size of this lad. The absolute unit. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses a pickup truck for fun. But I know my duty. I know what I must do. You break it, you bought it. For the record, to smash that thing to bits, you have to buy the bits. And the first one's not free, nor do we have a break 2, break another for free policy. The man snarls, turning his ire towards me and away from the game. You got a fucking problem? I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. Oh good, just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, spot Miss Defame watching. Better lay down the law. I run this place, see? And I don't like people breaking my games. So you play nice, you play by the rules, or you can go play with yourself. Understood? No more hitting games, period. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see who or what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever it was is gone now. And Mrs. Defame returns to the crowd without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my law-bringing. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next? A small crowd has gathered near the back of the arcade for some reason. It's especially odd because there's no games here, just some great wall art and posters that Juniper came up with. It's also especially odd that the crowd is ignoring Queen Bee over said posters.
Come on!
Charming, real fucking charming. Hey kid, you seen this yet? Seeing what? Juniper's marketing must be on point to get that amount of attention. If only it was that, kid. Here, let me show you. Queen Bee pushes past the crowd, glaring at them as she goes.
What the
Grow up, don't you have better things to do? Sheesh, some people. And I see why the locals were swarming and snickering. Juniper made a bunch of posters and decorations all based on Ashley's pixel heart design for the arcade. All part of our branding and marketing experiment. Except when you draw a big old ding-dong and permanent magic mark and use that heart as the base, well, it's rather naughty. A fact which is not lost on Mrs. DeFame, who turns up her nose at the improvised wall art. Great. Just great. So, yeah, someone's gone and defiled a bunch of our posters. Fortunately for you, I got a good look at them just as they were walking away from this one. Big guy wearing a pair of blue shutter shades. I'm more into virtual fisting than real world fisting, but I've got your back if you need to roll up on this guy. He looks like bad news. Thanks, but I can't have you acting as an official arcade security. We don't have official security jackets for starters. Plus, I'm the manager. It's my duty to take this on. Yeah, good luck with that. My advice, call the cops if you have to. This whole situation smells funny to me. Hey, you, no photos! Queen Bee yanks down the poster adorned with pornographic graffiti before it can go viral. She leaves the confrontation to me while she does her part to clean things up. God, these fucking dudes. Where are they coming from? Are they deco spies? Perhaps. It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's this rather unique fashion sense. Also, I spy him in the middle of another graffiti stint. Caught red-handed. Kinda hard to give him the benefit of the doubt, even a second chance. He clearly broke the rules of the arcade. Although he looks like he's the sort that could break me if I break the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. Keep that up and I'll call the police. I'll do this top one. Maybe we can avoid a scene if I politely ask him to just stop? It's worth a try at least. Hope springs eternal. Sir, please stop. Immediately he straightens up, pocketing the item he was committing arcade crimes with, all nonchalant like. What? I wasn't doing nothing. Yeah, you were. I know in fact exactly what you were doing. I'm the manager here and I'd like to ask you to kindly knock it off. I don't want to have to eject you from my arcade. Understood? At first he growls a little, ready to protest his innocence, before holding himself back. Lucky I'm under orders, nerdo. Fine, whatever you want. And he walks off into the crowd without another word. I'm left in a state of utter confusion over our exchange, but I'll take it hesitantly. Under orders from who? Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him through the security video feeds. Don't worry, I'll let you know if he resorts to his nefarious ways. All handled without causing an incident. Although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. With that in the bag, I quickly look around to see if there are any other nearby problems I can address. Video wall. The retro television-based video wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off a cheap mini-computer too. Practical and inexpensive, and it gives off just the perfect amount of flair. I bet you it's a Raspberry Pi. I've been pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily. There are so many worse things I could be playing, but it's still not playing what I wanted to play. Something's amiss. And as I'm hunting around for the remote control we kept at the prize desk, Teo approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Matt. Not my choice, Teo. I have to fix it I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering when we'd suddenly experience a paradigm shift in arcade theming or something. Bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to channel 3, which should be the video feed from Naomi's system. And it flips back to the bunnies on channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, aren't they? almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to channel 3, and nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker, one who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Lets me turn off overly loud TVs in bars which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter. How about I go subtly check the crowd to see if anybody's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the TV wall each time you change it. I'm strapped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war for remote control continues for another minute, back and forth from music videos to documentaries about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating, which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be yet another black mark against us with a certain arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating langomorphs before Teo returns. Found him, orange jacket standing near the pinball section. Thanks, Teo. No worries, anything for you, Matt. I roll up the sleeves of my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. Wait a minute, isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? They didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in their hand briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager rolls stealth and gets a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking like an unimportant part of the crowd. I appreciate the D&D reference. Hey, didn't do anything. I mean, well, hi, good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given this living bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure I feel like coming down like a ton of bricks on the poor kid, but rules are rules, right? I'm sorry, but I know you're the one changing the TV channel. I'm not. I mean, you are, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal. If you'd kindly stop doing it from now on, we can let this go. It's not like you did anything seriously wrong, okay? Just stop changing the channel. Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but... Never mind, okay, I'll stop, thank you, bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I decided to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next? Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I'm interrupted by the onslaught of hard-working staff. I knew it, Matt, about her missing inventory.
Oh.
When I get my hands on whoever did this, I found the electrical problem, Matt. Sabotage and treason. An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight into what's causing all the messes, but it's a chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please. Our suspiciously low snack inventory was indeed not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here, or it was routed to a garbage dump due to a computer error, or, as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened. An external shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod that was using it to crash games. Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This is all sounding way too suspicious to be a random act of hooliganism, and it also ties to what I've been handling on the floor. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. Been so busy playing firefighter, running from a blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket, and I haven't been able to put the pieces together. Now it's clear. I know what I must do. It's time for me to kick some ass. Right, that tears it. No more Mr. Nicebird, the gloves are off. But you aren't wearing any gloves. Do you want me to borrow mine so you can take them off? Ashley, focus. So you have an idea of who's responsible? Yep. Leave this to me. I've come to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Oh, here, have some of mine. Ashley hands me a stick of gum. With a shrug, I pop in my mouth, turn on my heel, and march off to resume ass-kicking anyway. With a nod of solidarity, all three of us split up, each on our own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. Everything's gone wrong all over the place, ruining my perfect opening day plans. Someone has to pay for this. My friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't foist this off onto Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah. Can't say I understand the why, but I at least know the who. The matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
I guess a formal introduction's in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader, hacker extraordinaire, and leader of the Ghost Monsters, the hottest gang on these streets. Pleased to meet ya.
She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never seizing up.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. But clearly, you were cool with that, since you didn't kick any of us out. I respect that. I really do. Shows you know it's all in good fun. Let me make it up to you, okay?
Sue steps back and taps a button on her smartwatch. And from the crowd of gamers, her whole gang assembles. Gang, this is... what's your name again? Mr. Bird. Gang, this is Matt. Matt, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. God damn it! They're Pac-Man ghosts! Now then. She turns to face her ghost monsters. You are all very, very naughty, and I'd say he's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbles a semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Bird. I'm really sorry. When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
There. Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven, correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again.
She being sarcastic?
I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
I don't know. I paused, taking in everything Sue rambled on about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, expect a second chance to cause trouble after I already let your first wave of chaos slide, draw dongs on all of our posters, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely phased her, that grin's still lingering. Yep, yeah, that sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist to bump. Rules are rules. If you can't respect them... If you can respect them, you can say. You can't claim you didn't know the rules. Obviously you knew them and you broke them anyway. That's a simple and clear-cut fact. I don't know why you caused so many problems if you claim to honestly love our arcade. But regardless, that has to stop. If you can follow the letter and spirit of the law, I'll let you come back. Banning you is effectively the same thing as allowing you in provided that you play nice. Either way, no more trouble happens. That's all I want. No more trouble. So, can you promise me you'll obey the rules for the road?
No helping it.
I wish I could, but... Promises are a pretty strong thing to ask for, you know? Something's wrong here. I can tell when someone's being sincere with me. She's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but seems conflicted? How hard is it to not hack the machines and run wild? Why would that be a problem? My offer's on the table, no negotiation. Obey the rules and we're fine. I can forgive today's mess as a sign of good faith. But break the rules again and I'm getting the police involved, understood? Sue raises an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No. Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information.
So it actually is a hacker group.
Information as a currency is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in. So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
But before she can continue her tirade, or rather rudely interrupted. Oi, Sue, the hell you think you're doing here? The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected to the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them. Oh, great. Okay, Matt, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. Damn right you do. Ghost monsters don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or get tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to her side. I'm sorry, south of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you darlings.
Ghost monsters for life!
This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do we say to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch, nobody. Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity, socially maladjusted individual. Think you've got your answer, ladies? Now then. Let's rumble! Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. But we're talking Han didn't shoot first levels of moral high ground here. Immediately, the ghost monsters and the lovely chainsaw are at each other's throats, grappling and punching, shoving each other. A baseball bat gets swung and clangs off the side of a racing game. Soda cans are thrown. Someone uproots a chair near the snack machines that goes flying too. It's chaos. Complete and utter chaos. And it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Matt. As for me, well, it was supposed to be perfect. It was supposed to be... Did everything I could to make Neon Dawn a success. I did what I was supposed to do and fate still screwed me over. But I can stand here lamenting that fact, or I can do something about it. I chose the latter. Priority 1, get the customers the hell out of here. Gavin and Ashley are already on that. I join in trying to funnel the panicked crowd of kids and gamers out the door and away from the carnage. This way, hurry. In an orderly fashion, please. Out! Everybody out! The fight spills into the bar area, because of course it does. What this ruckus really needed was tons of broken glass, right? Damn it! I'm not letting that shit get away with this. I lost the accent already. So now it's been the world's sloppiest barroom brawl, teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now she's pulled out a gun. Not some arcade light gun, but a real-life shooting and killing gun. This isn't happening. This cannot be happening. This is 100% happening. The leader of the lovely chainsaw gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. But her target is conveniently tucked behind Mrs. Defame and Gavin. If I don't do something, somebody's going to get seriously hurt. My mind races. If everything is indeed in ruins, I'll have one chance to make this right. One chance to do something good in the midst of all this chaos. I gotta save the game and we gotta resolve this on the next episode. So thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.